What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of that MavAttack Do. If you don't know what video yo ass just clicked on, this is my Assassin's Creed Unity review. Now, Assassin's Creed has been around since 2007, and if you aren't aware of the Assassin's Creed franchise, you go through the memories of people's DNA in current times, going all the way back to the dawn of time, playing through many historic settings and scenarios throughout our history as humans on Earth. With this Assassin's Creed, we go back to the French Revolution era in time. Developed by Ubisoft Montreal and published by Ubisoft, this Assassin's Creed is only available on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Does this Assassin's Creed bring the change we need in the series to keep it fresh, or does it get assassinated and laid to rest? Without further ado, let's fucking start.
Story.
The main character of this installment of Assassin's Creed is Arnaud Dorian, a native Frenchman who was born and raised in Versailles, France. After an unfortunate incident during Arnaud's childhood, which I won't spoil for you, Arnaud grows up, and when even more unfortunate events happen, Arnaud sets out to become an assassin to avenge the ones he lost and get answers to questions that were never answered in his life. This is where Arnaud sets out on a quest of redemption that brings him into the Brotherhood of Assassins, where he slowly rises through the ranks, similar to Altair and Ezio from previous Assassin's Creed games. Arnaud's love interest is a Templar named Elise de la Serre, which you have run-ins with throughout the game, but eventually ends up being a sort of sidekick to Arnaud. This game also ties in directly with Assassin's Creed Rogue, which was released at the same time as Unity, but was released for PC, PS3, and Xbox 360. So these are two different games that released at the same time, but are on different systems. The story is okay, it's nothing groundbreaking, but it's a fun journey to follow along through with Arnaud. Without spoiling anything, the ending left me very unsatisfied, and with my past history of all the Assassin's Creed games, I was left a little lost, confused, and honestly wanting a lot more. Overall, you'll get quite a bit of playing time in Assassin's Creed Unity. Combined with the side missions and main missions, you'll easily spend 20 plus hours doing things in Paris.
Gameplay.
Gameplay in Assassin's Creed Unity really varies. What I mean by this is, the new parkour mechanics work sometimes, and other times will leave you looking like a complete freaking idiot, climbing things you don't want to climb and doing things you don't want to do. Holding R2 or the right trigger puts you into parkour mode, where you can run and do high profile things like quick assassinations and jumping around. A new feature added into Unity is a sneak button, which was much needed in past Assassin's Creed and works well in this one. Making it easy to stealthily approach your targets, it really takes the action out of Assassin's Creed and makes it more stealthy. With your character, you can customize all of your gear and weapons, different hoods, different pants, different heavy weapons, different rifles, different swords. Everything here can be customized, and each piece of gear has different attributes that add more or less stats to each category, so you can switch up your playstyle with different pieces of armor and weapons. Shoot, you can even change the color of your assassin's outfit, completely making you look different from other assassins. You can work towards upgrading your theater or assassin's base by doing missions, and then buying and upgrading different parts of the base to increase your cash flow. Cause I need it on time, hey. There are plenty of things and collectibles to collect and do while you free roam around France as well. The combat this time around feels very grounded, and your character feels like he has some weight to him. No longer can you spam parries and chain kill enemies like in previous Assassin's Creed games. This time around, the difficulty is much higher, making you pick your targets and think before you act, the way the game should have been from the beginning. Even enemies in battle are smarter, not waiting their turn to attack you, but instead attacking randomly, shooting pistols at you and swinging axes. It's crazy. There's even a co-op mode where you and up to 3 other friends can roam around the city, do missions together, and cause chaos in these French streets though. Overall, with the large amount of things to do and discover, solid parkour mechanics that sometimes can hiccup but works a majority of the time, and very solid stealth and fighting mechanics, the gameplay of Unity is great, but remember how I said it varies? Well, wait for these dislikes. This gonna be good.
Things I liked.
As stated in my first impressions video of the game is absolutely gorgeous. This should be a standard for quote-unquote next generation gaming. I was astounded by the visuals for at least my first couple of hours, and even after finishing the game to completion, I was still in awe at landscapes, sunsets, and the city streets. Doing side missions and working towards upgrading my theater by doing theater missions and purchasing upgrades for more clubhouses. More property equals more cash and more money in your stash, ayy. Main assassination missions give you side objectives that, if you choose to complete them, help you get closer to your target in one way or another. So you could, for example, choose to, instead of going for your target, release prisoners around the castle. That way the prisoners go out, attack everybody, it's a prison riot, and it gives you time to slip through the back door and assassinate your target. Simple things like that create a great dynamic to the assassination mechanic. The parkour movements. In this Assassin's Creed game, you need momentum to get around, and you truly feel like your assassin knows how to maneuver in his environment. This includes climbing and descending down buildings. You can definitely see the influence from parkour in a lot of these moves, and it's really fluid. Although sometimes it gets choked up and you get hit on random stuff, it's really fluid and it's really solid. The time anomalies that happen when you progress in the story are cool. They basically glitch the system, putting you in a different time period, and you have to escape to not be caught by Abstergo Industries. Basically, in the current time frame, it's not explained in detail, but you're working with the assassins to hack into Abstergo's animus so you can figure out what you need to figure out before they do. So in doing this, you're basically hacking into Abstergo's systems, and sometimes their security systems catch up to you, which makes these time anomalies, so they send you through different eras in time in France. I really liked it. I think it was a very cool thing that they added into the game that would have been great had they not announced it prior to the game releasing, but it was still cool to experience. The game focused more on Argo and the main story. It didn't pull you out near as much as previous Assassin's Creed games into the real world. With only a few minor interruptions, it's a great way to keep the immersion into life as an assassin in Paris. I'll be honest, and I'll try to do this without spoiling anything for you guys, but after Assassin's Creed 3, I lost interest in the current time story, so it just always felt unnecessary after the fact.
Things I disliked.
The bugs. The game is so fucking buggy. From you at NPCs falling through the ground to items stuck floating, the game has some major bugs hidden within that unfortunately can really take away from gameplay at times. This is absolutely unacceptable. Ubisoft has stated that they're working on these bugs, but there's no excuse. Games should come finished, but we'll get more into that later. Enemies no longer climb after you and pursue you. There are no hiding places on rooftops, so all of your fighting is going to be on the ground aside from your occasional rooftop sniper. You can literally get chased and climb to a rooftop and completely disappear. The AI is just all around really fucking stupid. Look at some of this stuff, man. Golly. I couldn't play co-op for the first day and a half of owning the game because Ubisoft was hitting me with errors, not letting me link up with friends, not letting me see social stats, not letting me join in a brotherhood. It got really annoying really fast and I got really angry. I tried to, hit up Ubisoft and ask them what the problem was and never got a response. Something about Ubisoft servers and being ready for release just doesn't work together, I guess. When you're in ridiculously large crowds and being pursued, the guards still know exactly where I was and had pinpoint accuracy, and it overall just really pissed me off as I was trying to run away and escape through these really massive amounts of people. I was still getting shot like it was nobody's business. That really sucked, but overall my list of dislikes weren't as much as my list of likes, fortunately. I did like the game more than I disliked it.
Overall,
Assassin's Creed Unity is a fun game. When you're not dealing with frame rate drops and ridiculous ass bugs that can leave items floating in midair, to dropping pedestrians off the freaking ground, and even items getting stuck in the environment that just freak out and twitch in the wall. This is the sad part, because during my 25-hour playthrough of the game, I only seldomly experienced minor frame drops and a couple bugs here and there. But the consensus of the overall community and gamers say that this game is too damn buggy for what it is. Things like this can really make or break it when it comes to a game with this much content and immersion, but do I think it's worth it? No, not currently at this point in time. And I'd be wrong as shit for telling you guys that this is a must buy. At least wait around a while until the game is patched and the issues are addressed, or look for a price drop / discount, because at $60 retail, with the amount of bugs and nonsense in this 75% unfinished game, I can't recommend you look at this one. I really can't. But I will say this, and if you've gotten this far into my review, I appreciate you so much. I'm going to do something very different that I haven't done before, but the first 5 people to comment, either on YouTube or hit me up on Twitter, that's Mav_attack, the first 5 people, I will add you on the PlayStation Network, and I will play this game with you. I'll give you half an hour, hour, however long you want to play to try the game out, just to get a feel for it yourself if you're hesitant or if you're looking to pick up the game. So the first 5 people, comment down below and let me know if you're trying to try the game out, because I do own it. And so we can share play. I can hand you the controller and you can play on your end. I have great internet too, by the way, so that's not an issue. Side note, there's something about next-gen games being released early, unfinished, and extremely buggy. Now, I understand money are these developers' main focus and goal of making games, but it's gotten to the point where we as consumers are being exploited like crazy because we trust a brand name and we know the next one will be good because the past have been, so let's not even think about our purchase. I'm really happy I could take the hit on this one for you guys, because it's not fair that gamers trust names that they have delivered before only to get shafted with some half-assed, barely finished game. It really frustrates me, and I hope developers break this trend soon of putting it out half-assed because of deadlines and financial reasons.
Quit your fucking complaining. Just don't buy the games if you don't like it, you jackass.
There's a lot more to it than that, EI. It's not just me complaining. Our integrity as gamers is at stake here. So can I please continue, or are you going to continue to cut me?
Okay, you whiny bitch.
Wow. All right, we got to talk after this. Anyway, now smarter developers push games back. If they know that it's not going to be finished when they get to the deadline, they push it back. We as gamers get mad about this because we can't play it soon, but we're literally seeing what delays are doing for our games. It's giving us complete games that work. Day one, we don't have to wait for a patch, we don't have to wait for an update. It all comes in one package. But with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this review of Assassin's Creed Unity. If you liked the video, of course, please be sure to do so. Leave a comment, let me know how you felt, and also consider subscribing to join the Mav movement, because we out here making moves. But I will see you all on the next episode. MavAttack, motherfucker.